there, podcast buddies. How you doing today?
Amazing. In a great mood. The sun is shining. Fred's been salvaged. I mean, what more could a girl want?
Fred's dead, baby. Fred's dead.
We have the most perfect bow placed on season 4. It is complete. We can now talk about season 4 as a whole. And what's more beautiful than thinking about Fred's mostly headless slurry of a body hanging over his own phrase?
Slurry is the Testament's words, folks, not ours. Thank you, Margaret Atwood, for that particular phrase, because I feel like I could throw slurry in every episode.
Right? Oh, I love that word so much.
Likewise.
I am feeling fucking gleeful. Man, walking on sunshine, whoa, kind of like gleeful. I admit for literally a split second, I was bothered by the fact that I was so goddamn excited at how the end of this episode went. I got over it real quick though. Trust me.
Yeah, I see your reservations. I sort of had that same feeling, but I'm also sort of like, no, this is exactly how Fred deserved to die. Like, it was perfect. Yeah. It was exactly what I wanted to see in a Fred death and the salvaging of a commander or commander purge or whatever you want to call this. Exactly.
Oh,
I will take it.
Got your purge.
I know, right? Like, to me, this was good. This is not good enough as a purge. It was the purge I never knew I needed. Like, this was it. This was exactly what I wanted, was to see Fred get killed by something that he designed. Like, this was all his design. And so I just think it was poetic and it was perfect. And I mean, yes, I understand the issues with what this does to June moving forward, but good or bad isn't really for me to decide at this point, other than for me personally, it felt really good to watch her and the other ex-handmaids rip him apart in the woods while he was scared. Like, he was scared. I enjoyed watching him feel scared. It just felt good, and I don't really have any issues with it either, Scarlett.
Nope. I am just fine. You know, it's funny because I remember, I think at the beginning of this season, I was thinking about the end of episode 1 and how I did have issues with her employing Esther to enact this revenge. It still doesn't really sit well with me, but also it's a TV show. I'm way past over it. But this was it was perfect. It was perfect. I'm okay with this revenge. I really, really am. And what's cool, I'll talk about it at the end, but I found an article that kind of put into words why I felt really okay with it.
Okay, cool.
So before we get to the actual episode, I just want to point out the biblical concept of the wilderness. Jesus was in the wilderness for 40 days when he was tempted by the devil. And that's as far as I went with that. But that was the very first thing that I picked up on. I was like, oh, the wilderness, we're doing Bible things.
I had no idea. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Lots and lots of Bible things. They kind of slapped it in our faces. I didn't go too heavy. Margery, it never hits you in the face, though. You weren't. No. You weren't raised in it.
It's not slapped in the face unless I know it. If I don't know it, you can't say it's been slapped in the face because it's a Margery test. No, this one I actually thought about the fact that I was like, wow, they've had so much Bible imagery, and this episode, not so much.
Oh, no, they had it in the dialogue everywhere you looked.
Yeah, in the dialogue, but not in the, imagery.
True. Yeah, there wasn't the Last Supper sort of scene.
Yeah, but I had no idea about the wilderness, so that's cool.